what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on how my sister is doing. So I went to visit her yesterday. I showed up at their door with a bouquet of flowers just to say, I'm here, I love you, and if you need help, I'm here for you. But this girl is just beyond traumatized right now. She went back to work yesterday and she said that the slightest noise would irritate her and would just bug her out, and I totally understand. So I went there yesterday, and I didn't want to pop up in her house and be like, oh my gosh, so what happened, tell me what's going on. So I went in there and I said, hey, so what's going on, like, tell me what's going on. She's like, how did it happen, how did you feel? And she was just like, Army, it was like the scariest thing in my life. I didn't know if I was gonna live or die. All I know was that, we were watching the last person play, and then all is that we thought it was fireworks, but it wasn't, until someone says, run and take cover. And then we just ran, and we didn't know what to do. We ran to the fence. There was just people running everywhere. People were hiding in the porta potties. People were hiding in the drains. We were just running for our lives, and the people that were kneeling down, they were the one who's getting shot. And and I wasn't trying to get shot, she said. So then once we got out of the fence, we got into this facility. We had to take a rock and break a window to get in there because we did not feel safe. And I guess she got transferred to a hangar where all the victims went to. And she said that she had to go to the bathroom really bad, and she couldn't go to the bathroom because there was people in that area where they were doing CPR, and people were just bleeding everywhere. And then she also said that there was little kids there, guys. I did not know that there were kids at that concert. That is so sad. And she said that there was like a woman in a wheelchair, and I don't know how she was doing, but my sister is just beyond, like, scared. And I asked her, are you gonna go to another concert? And she's like, no, I'm traumatized. And she said that she thought that it was up in the air like a helicopter, and she thought it was probably, she thought there was multiple shooters. She thought it was on the floor, and it was just scary for her. And I have one more thing to say, you guys. I know I'm not a conspiracy person, but this just doesn't add up. It does not add up, because there were people in the strip taking videos of this thing happening, and on the 4th or 7th floor there was like flashes of gunfire, not on the 32nd floor but on the 7th floor. And and they're also saying that it could be fake, it could be propaganda from the government. And if I die from this shit, y'all know why. But another thing too, like, we have a lot of like division throughout this United States with like black against white, Asians and Hispanic. There's just a lot of like racism going on right now. And Puerto Rico being the government's not catering to them. There's just people dying, and it's just insane. I don't know what's going on exactly, but it just doesn't add up for one guy to shoot up that many rounds. That's just odd to me. I think they were, in the intercoms that they had on YouTube, they were saying that people would call in, like all the cops would have like communications with one another, saying that, there's multiple shooters. We don't hear that on social media. That's some bullshit. And then like, I don't know what's going on, but I know for a fact that this guy was not alone. If it was him, he was not alone in this shit, because this is way too massive for one person who is an accountant. What the fuck, right? Excuse my language, but it's just it's too evil. And it happened on Route 91 on October 1, and and it's like 911, like 9/11, guys. It's just a big conspiracy that I have, and the logic to it too, on the 32nd floor, once the bullet goes down 200 feet, it starts losing its velocity. So it just doesn't make sense to me. But think logically. Don't have social media tell you otherwise, because that shit is always false. you know. Anyways, guys, stay safe. I love you guys, and hopefully I can get my